Hey, my lovelies, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're tuning in via my podcast, welcome. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I thank you guys for taking the time out to listen to the Daily Vibration. So we're doing a Daily Vibration for December 28, 2019. But before we jump into the Daily Vibration, I do want to remind you guys that I go live every Friday nights on YouTube at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is Paid Forward Friday, and I jump into the chat and I answer questions so you guys can come on and join us. We have a lot of fun on Friday nights. Okay, so come join the community. Live on YouTube on Friday nights. Not to mention the Daily Vibrations, they are uploaded every day at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you guys can come on and check them out either via my YouTube channel or my podcast. Okay, now let me just talk about the specials that's going on for the month of January. All right, so for the month of January, because last month went so well with the celebration special where I opened up 15 slots, I am opening up 15 slots for a donation of $31.73, because we are now up to 3,173 subscribers. So I'm now open up 15 slots for the month of January. So it's first come, first serve. So when those slots go, there will be no more discounted rate at the $31.73. Okay, so now if you're tuning in via YouTube, all of the links to the donation, my PayPal and my Cash App, will be in the description box below. If you are tuning in via my podcast, I will give you that donation information at the end of the segment. Okay, now, so I told you about Friday Night Live. I told you about the 15 slots where you guys can get an intuitive reading / coaching session with me. I did not mention, well, I will also be doing the new moon and full moon meditations monthly. Okay, those will be private meditations only, so you will receive a private link to the live meditation. You will need to make a donation of $20 for those meditations, however. Okay, so please be mindful of that. You would need to submit your donation. Once again, if you're tuning in via YouTube, you can find the information in the description box below. Just make sure that you put meditation, so I know that that donation is for your meditation. So the next meditation would be for the full moon on the 10th of January. Okay, so, and I believe that full moon is happening in Cancer. All right, so if you are interested in that full moon meditation and to save your slot, please, okay, make your donation via my Cash App or PayPal and mention meditation. The next one will be on the 10th, which means that we will not be doing a live on the 10th, because the 10th of January is a Friday. So we're going to be doing a live, but it's going to be the meditation live, okay, which will be only by donation for that night. All right, with that being said, let's jump into the vibration of today, which is the number 7. So today's December 28, 2019. So even if you click on this video, let's say on March 3rd, 2020, if the message resonates and it vibrates, then you take what you need and you leave what you don't. Okay, it's that simple. Now, intuitive energy is always available to you all day, every day. It is your choice whether or not you choose to interact with that energy or to utilize that energy, okay? However, that energy is always available for you to utilize, to pay attention to interact with, okay? So just be mindful of that. Also, today, being that we have vibrated on the number 7, it's all about the inner work, okay? So that's the inner knowing, that's the inner self, that's inner wisdom, okay? Inner knowledge, all right? So anything to do with inner is also the collective consciousness. So not just your inner knowing, we do have still a collective consciousness in the atmosphere, okay? Now, the number 7 also vibrates on you being able to accept your spirituality, or maybe spiritual acceptance, or maybe accept your path, or whatever that path is. If you're on a spiritual journey, this is also a great day or a great vibration for you to do some spiritual acceptance of any sorts if you need to do so, right? Now, the lower vibrational end of the number 7 is something that you need to definitely be aware of and pay attention to, because that's depression. That's pessimistic energy. That's also limitation. That's also prideful energy, and not to mention codependency. Okay. Now, all week we've been dealing with the root chakra, aka Pluto, aka transformation. Okay. And we know that the root chakra deals with what's on your mind, the now moment, right? What's grounding you. Okay. We also know that when we're dealing with the root chakra, if there's excessive energy in your root chakra, this can be resistance to change. This can also be materialistic, too materialistic, maybe through greed, okay? Or if it's deficient in energy, you can find fear and anxiety popping up, or you being restless, not being able to sit still, okay? Now, keep in mind, however, that Pluto is all about transformation, okay? So you're supposed to be able to transform, or allow this particular chakra to help you to transform. But how are you transforming if you are not sure what's grounding you? How are you transforming if you are not in your now moment, okay? So pay attention to that energy as we're moving through the day. This is about inner knowing, inner self, okay? And it's also a day of great transformation if you are allowing that to unfold within your life, okay? So we're starting out today with the wisdom from our earth signs. And earth signs, your energetic pattern is all about this third dimensional realm. That's the physical realm, your five senses. That's money, that's the cars, that's the house. So anything in this physical third dimensional realm is what the earth signs really what's the word? That is what you govern, okay? Earthly things, all right? Now, my earth signs, we're talking about Capricorn's energy, we're talking about Taurus energy, and we're also talking about Virgo's energy, okay? Now, with that being said, my lovelies, for my wonderful Capricorns today, you got to be careful, because we got the number 5 popping up on the board, but the number 5 represents sadness, okay? Now, 5 in this deck, it represents sadness. 5 is also the number of change. So as we're moving through this energy today, my wonderful Capricorns, you guys are going to have to be mindful to pay attention to the inner self and the things that's arising today, especially anything that's causing you sadness, because there is depression in the atmosphere today. You want to be mindful to release the things that no longer serve you, which means sometimes the best way for you to get through the pain is to walk through the pain. You're going to have to feel the pain in order for you to get to the other side. So suppressing whatever sadness that you don't want to deal with is not going to be helpful for you. You're still going to have to circle back and deal with it if you want to push past it and have a breakthrough in it, okay? Now, my wonderful Taurus, today, you guys have the number 7 card, which is interesting because today is vibrating on the number 7. And it's asking you to be mindful of your pride today, my wonderful Taurus, okay? Now, my wonderful Virgos, it is asking you today to unleash your creativity, okay? Now that you've analyzed and assessed everything, my wonderful Virgo, it's time for you to take movement and take action in some things, especially when it comes to your inner self, okay? Maybe doing some acceptance today is key, but you can also accept people and accept things in a creative way. You can change the narrative, or you can create the narrative that you seek or that you desire. Okay, my wonderful Virgos. All right. So let's move into my wonderful water signs and see what's the wisdom today for my wonderful water signs. Now, water signs, you guys are responsible for emotions, okay? Water signs govern the emotions. So we're talking about Cancers, we're talking about Pisces, and we're talking about Scorpios, okay? Now, for my wonderful Cancers today, you guys have love popping up, okay? Love is in the air. Some of you may have to utilize or walk in love today. Some of you may have to go within and give yourself love today, okay? Some of you may need to open up your heart and allow yourself to be a little bit more vulnerable to allow love to come in today. Some of you may need to protect your heart and your love today. It just, tap into your intuition and tap into your inner self to see exactly which direction and where you need to move with this energy, my wonderful Cancers, okay? My wonderful, wonderful Pisces, today you have discover your life purpose, okay? Now with this card, I ask you, are you living someone else's perception or dream of yourself, or are you doing what you desire to do, okay? Sometimes the life purpose that you desire may not match or vibrate what everyone else thinks you should be doing, okay? So pay attention to the inner knowing and the inner nudges within yourself, or the inner satisfaction that you get while doing certain things, okay? Sometimes your life purpose may take you in a totally different direction than you are now. So be mindful and be aware of that, my wonderful Pisces, okay? All right, my wonderful Scorpio, today you have inner child, and when the inner child pops up, it's asking you to have a little bit more fun. Be a little bit more laid back. Don't take yourself so seriously. Tap into that part of yourself that believes and dreams, okay, and expects. Okay, and I really want to say anticipation is a word. You need to anticipate good things to unfold, my wonderful Scorpio. Okay, tap into that inner child and use your imaginary creative side today. Okay, allow your intuition to guide you also, and know that this is a day of the inner self, the inner knowing, the inner exploring. Okay, interesting, y'all. I'm actually recording this the night before, and it's now 11:11 p.m. on the clock. So whoever has been seeing 11:11, this message right here could be for you. All right. Laugh a little. Don't take yourself so seriously. Boom. And look at this. Card number 11 again. Ooh, I love it when they confirm. Now we are on into my air signs. So this could be an intro into my air signs, and Geminis are up first. So Gemini, this may be for you. Okay. So my air signs, we're talking about Geminis, we're talking about Libras, and we're talking about Aquarius energy. The air signs represent your mental and your spiritual thinking. This is all mental and spiritual, all thinking. Okay. Now my wonderful Geminis today is saying, take off your mask. Okay. You do not have to pretend. Okay, it is okay for you to be who you are, honey. All right, and can I be honest with you? There's many layers and levels to me. However, I do know that all those levels and the layers, they make up who I am. Right? You know, like you want to say labels. There's many labels to me. I'm a mother. I'm a life coach. I'm a tarot card reader. I'm a sister. You know, I'm a best friend. I'm a daughter. So there's so many titles, okay? You may have to take your mask off and put away some of these titles today, my wonderful Geminis, so you can definitely go within. Speak your truth with someone, or whoever you need to speak your truth with today, okay? Let your guard down. Not maybe so much for the next person, but really for you, so you can tap into your inner self today, my wonderful Gemini. All right, Libras, today you guys have the tribe and family card, and when the tribe and family card pops up, this is all about you maybe taking up too much of other people's opinions or other people's expectations of what you should be doing in your life, okay? When other people's opinions become more important to you than your opinion of yourself, okay, or your opinion about yourself is more important to you, then you have a problem. No one's opinion should be more important to you than your opinion about yourself, okay, my wonderful Libras. This is not the time to stick your head in the sand. You need to really, really pay attention to the opinions that others may have of you and your true opinion about yourself, okay? All right, my wonderful Aquarius, you do have healing energy showing up for you today, okay? You got number 21 card, which reduces down to the number 3. And the number 3, you know, is all about manifestation, right? And the number 3 is also ascending master numbers, right? And so you have extra reinforcement that you can tap into today, my wonderful Aquarius. This is a season, I really want to say, of healing for you, Aquarius. But you are going to have to open up and let it come in, all right? Some of you may be dealing with some codependencies that you need to let go and release. And some pride, too, is what I'm picking up here, my wonderful Aquarius. So please, okay? Now, remember, we have depressive energy in the atmosphere today. So if you feel healing moon energy coming in, just open up yourself and allow that energy to be beneficial to you. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's move on to my wonderful fire signs. Now, fire signs, we're talking about Leos, we're talking about Sagittarius, and we're talking about my Aries. Okay. Now, for the wonderful fire signs, you guys need to keep in mind that fire energy is all about taking action. That's all about movement. Okay, so with the fire energy, you would want to take movement, and fire energy also represents intuitive energy. Okay, now for my wonderful Leos, you guys have the home card popping up, which is card number 35 on the deck. And this is going to be in representation of the number 8. It reduces down to number 8, which is all about new beginnings. Okay. Now, the home card represents that there may be some things in the home front that you need to pay attention today. There may be some things that you need to deal with and handle today. Just remember, as you're doing those things, my wonderful Leos, to use your intuition, okay, and trust yourself and trust the inner wisdom, okay, before actually taking action. Now, my wonderful Sagittarius, you guys have the number 9 card, which is all about completion, and it's asking how teachable are you, okay? Now, when this card pops up, this just really says that you may be going through a lot of things right now. Your faith may be tested right now. The question is now, are you in a position where you're able to learn from your mistakes and move forth in fear or in love? Like, it's your choice. Are you going to repeat things based in fear, or move forward and do things based in love? Okay. Now, my wonderful Aries, you guys have the dream card popping up today, which is the number 3 card in the deck. And remember, 3 is all about manifestation. I don't remember who got this card yesterday, I believe, but when this card shows up, for some of you, you would literally have to pay attention to your dreams, like literally your dreams or your visions. Or for some of you, this could mean that you need to pay attention to your goals. You need to pay attention to your projects. You need to dust some of those things off. Remember, we're dealing with that inner wisdom and that inner gnosis and that inner knowledge today. So just be mindful and pay attention as you're moving through this energy to maybe a dream or something that you put aside that you didn't think that you could accomplish, okay? It's asking you to revisit some of these things that you may have tucked away, all right? Now, with that being said, my lovelies, that's your wisdom for today. Just remember, today is all about inner knowing, inner gnosis. It's also about spiritual acceptance, okay? Today is all about following your intuition and really allowing transformation to take place. Transformation happens all the time. Sometimes it happens so slowly and so subtly you may not even know that it's going on. But transformation is here and transformation is happening now. You just need to pay attention to what's grounding you, okay, as transformation is taking place and unfolding, okay? With that being said, I want to remind you guys that these daily vibrations are uploaded every morning at 12:15 a.m., not just here on YouTube, but also on my podcast, okay? Now, we go live on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you guys can join us on YouTube. If you're tuning in via the podcast, you can find me at the number 4, Your Inner Voice, on YouTube. The same way that you find me on the podcast is the same way that you can find me on YouTube, okay? Don't forget, the monthly specials for January is as such, okay? We have the 3173 special going off, which there are 15 slots, 15 slots available for a donation of $31.73, which is celebrating the amount of subscribers that we have thus far, okay? So donation of $31.73 for an intuitive reading / coaching session with me. There are only 15 of those slots available, okay? And this is a special that's going to be running for January. Once those slots are gone, that's it. There's no more for that month, okay? We'll pick it up again in February, all right? Now, with that being said, we are also doing the monthly meditations now. So we're doing the full moon meditation, and I believe the full moon is happening in Cancer on January 10th. So you can submit your $20 donation for that, okay? Now, if you're going to be submitting your donations for the full moon on January 10th, you just need to put in full moon meditation and submit your donation to my Cash App. So that's going to be $KIM KIMOY106. Once again, that's $KIMOY106 for my Cash App. And for PayPal, it's going to be the number 4, your inner voice at gmail.com. Once again, PayPal is going to be the number 4, your inner voice at gmail.com. The same way the channel is spelled, at gmail.com. That is how you can make your donations, all right? Just be mindful to include meditation if you're making a meditation donation, and if you are doing the celebration special, okay, for your coaching session / reading, you can just put celebration, okay, and that way I know that that's exactly what that donation is for. All right, my lovelies, you guys know the deal, okay? Be kind to yourself. Honor yourself, love yourself, all right? Drink plenty of water, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Your individuals will be up before the 1st, okay? So you guys can look forward to that. We're going to get your 2020s individuals up before the 1st, okay? Love you guys much, and I'll see you guys in your dailies tomorrow. Bye, my loves.